This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the executive chairman of Zacapa Resources, Mr. Ian Slater. Ian, it is great to have you back on. How are you today?
Well, thank you. I'm doing great.
Well, listen, let's start with, I don't typically do this, but this is one of those situations where a couple of things. One, I think we have a gold bull market that's going to provide a really good trading environment here in the second half of this year, right? We have the dollar index above 104, and yet gold is holding that 1950, 1960 level really, really beautifully. The other thing that's happening simultaneously is, and Zacapa is no exception, a lot of the juniors are trading at a severe disconnect. You announced a private placement here recently that's going to allow you to move and advance some projects that I really like. And when I looked at the market cap and the term sheet, I said, you know what, Ian, I'd love to be able to offer this up to anyone in our audience that is an accredited investor. So you're doing a financing, you're raising up to $2 million. It's at 5 cents a share with a full warrant, good for 3 years, at 7.5 cents. At what market cap are you financing right now, Ian?
It's just $5 million
Right.
Canadian.
And so again, that to me, to me, it just screams opportunity. You just acquired the Cramer Hills Oxide Gold Project, which we've talked about Bullfrog before, and if that wasn't enough to more than justify the $5 million market cap, Kramer Hills most definitely is. Can you speak to that acquisition and some of the merits of that project?
Sure, we worked on that for a long time. It's so difficult to find projects with the brownfield mines, right? So this thing was built in the 1980s, and it never got into production. But technology's changed a lot in the last 40 years, and this is almost 2 grams per ton oxide at surface. So it definitely would be a mine today.
And so when you say almost 2 grams per ton oxide, right at surface, obviously, how many ounces are we talking here?
In the historical resource, there's 400,000 ounces, but that's only down to there's nothing that goes below 100 feet. So it's completely open at depth, and it's open along strike either way as well. And we staked all around this old private grounds that we purchased.
You mentioned it being a Brownfields project. I believe that the gold occurrences extend over an area. The news release describes some 7.5 kilometers by 8.5 kilometers. That suggests to me that's a pretty darn well mineralized, extensive system on the property.
Oh, it is. It is, and you can see when you drive into it, you can see the drill collars, hundreds of drill collars along that stretch, which the results have been lost from. But you don't put that many drill holes into something unless you're hitting mid grade, and that's all outside of the existing resource.
What comes next as far as Cramer Hills? We mentioned it's brownfields. We mentioned it's advanced. There's several targets, a lot of exploration upside, a great oxide gold resource anchoring the valuation. What comes next there?
We're permitting the private patented ground, so that should be done very quickly, so that we're able to drill it, and we're going to do first pass with RC drilling, so it's cheap and quick, and this is at surface, so it'll be easy drilling.
Excellent. Let's talk South Bullfrog, and let's talk about what you're going to do with the proceeds of the financing.
Well, that one's already drill permitted, and it's ready to go. So so we have some targets there that are analogous to the projects that Anglo is drilling. So if we discover gold on these targets, which from a geophysics and geochemical alteration perspective are identical to multi-million ounce deposits just a few kilometers away, it'll be a complete game changer also for Zacapa.
It's a lot of bang for your buck at a $5 million valuation. Yeah. South Bullfrog is in, within a district that I think is going to gather a lot of attention here in the coming years, with a lot of mines actually coming into production in that area. And I see that entire region as ripe for consolidation. Obviously, you're hoping for a discovery there. You already have a very, very robust, as far as the grade goes, resource at Cramer Hills, and obviously you're looking to get those ounces closer to 1 million than 400,000, which is what the historic resource outlines, correct?
Exactly. Yeah, that's just in a small pit, so that will be easy to expand.
Wonderful. Ian, if people want to participate in this financing, for exposure to a quality gold exploration story with a resource in place at one of the projects, permitted property with South Bullfrog, how can they get a hold of you?
Call us, email us. Email us at financing@zacaparesources.com.
Wonderful. We will make sure to put a link to the email. Ian, thank you for your time as always, sir.
Great. Always good to talk to you, Gerardo. Thank you very much.
All right. Chat again soon.
Okay. Talk soon. Bye.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.